Hey everybody, it's Eric, 80s Horror Man here, and welcome to my end of month haul for the month of March. Now, these are stuff that I bought throughout the month of March. I'm going to try to do this in one video, but if not, then I might have to do a two-parter. So, in this haul, you'll see some new shirts, 3 DVDs, some Blu-rays, some CDs, autographs, and a very special package. If you haven't seen my video about the special package, go check it out. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, the autographs. I ended up ordering these two from a website, and I am so glad to have this autograph now in my collection from one of my favorite WWE wrestlers of all time, and that's Jake the Snake Roberts. So, very glad to have his autograph now in my collection because he was one of my favorite wrestlers back then when I grew up watching wrestling at the time. So I ordered these from his website, like I said, called jakethesnakeshop.com. But also when I got the autograph, he also signed this one to me as well for free, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So yeah, very happy to have his autograph now. Next is a special package I ended up getting. Peter Anthony, who I'm friends with on Facebook, but he also directed the Friday the 13th fan film Roseblood. He sent me a message on Messenger and wanted to know what my home address was because he was going to send me something just to show an appreciation of what a great loyal fan I was to the film. And I told him that Roseblood was my number one favorite fan film of all time. So when I got the package, he did a pretty good job packing it pretty good. Did a lot of bubble wrap and wrapped it in paper tissue. So when I opened it, it came with a postcard of Roseblood, and he wrote on the back, as you can see right there. You can pause it if you want, because on the back it says, "Eric, thank you for being such a great fan slash friend. Here is my own personal shadow box from Roseblood," which is the general eye patch that he wore in the film because he played General Brackbauer in this one. Teeth, uh, bullet, cassette with Dr. Sykes recording Tina during the session, and a custom Roseblood mini mask. And so this is the shadow box that he sent me that came from his personal collection. So this is a bad boy that he mailed to me. I thought that was pretty cool and very nice of him. So right there's the tape, the eye patch, the teeth, the bullet, and the mini mask. So I thought this was pretty badass, but pretty cool as well. Very nice of him. Okay, next are some shirts I ended up ordering, pre-ordered this shirt from gutterguards.com, and I had to get it because it's from one of my favorite movies of Stephen King's, and that's Maximum Overdrive. So yes, I definitely had to get this shirt because it's one of my favorite movies of all time of Stephen King, so I definitely had to get it. Some more shirts I ended up getting. I ended up ordering this shirt from redbubble.com because I know Fright Rags used to have this shirt, but they didn't have it no more, so I got this shirt from redbubble.com, and that's a shirt of My Bloody Valentine, the original. So I definitely had to get it because it is a popular classic slasher 80s horror movie, so I definitely had to get it. Okay, now for some of the other shirts I ordered are some wrestling shirts because the wrestling shirts I had before I had to get rid of because they were a little bit snug on me. So I ended up ordering these ones. So the first one I ended up ordering was Stone Cold Steve Austin's shirt where it says "Arrive, Raise Hell, Leave," and it's got the skull on the back. Another one I ended up getting is another shirt of Stone Cold Steve Austin's where it's got Stone Cold on front. It's got the little skull on the side sleeve and it says 95 on the forehead. And on the back it says, stomping mud holes and walking them dry since 1995. Another shirt of Stone Cold Steve Austin's I end up getting, where it says Austin 316, and on the back is the smoking red skull. Another shirt I end up getting is another shirt of Stone Cold Steve Austin's, where it says, what? And it's got the skull on the back. And I used to have this shirt a long time ago when I was a kid. This was back in the mid-90s when it became so popular that everyone was wearing this shirt. And that's the shirt where it says Austin 316, and it's got the skull on the back. Also, some more wrestling shirts I ended up ordering. One of them is the shirt of the NWO, the black and white. This was back in the WCW, and this was back in the mid-90s when this faction became very popular. Another one I end up ordering is the NWO Wolfpack, where it's the black and the red. Another wrestling shirt I end up getting is the Rock's shirt, where it says boots to asses, and on the side of the sleeve it says Team Bring It, and on the back it says 24/7 365. As you can tell, boots to asses 24/7 365 days a year. And the last wrestling shirt I end up getting is the shirt of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So it's got the tattoo symbol right there that he's got tattooed on the side of his neck, and it says American Nightmare. Okay, so that's it for shirts. Now the CDs. I ended up pre-ordering this CD last month, back in February. Here, and I finally got the soundtrack because I never got the email saying that the soundtrack's been shipped. I finally got it, and that's the soundtrack of Nightmare Man. And this is the same cover as it is for the Blu-ray that just came out. But also, when I got the soundtrack of Nightmare Man, it also sent me the booklet that got autographed. It got signed by the composer, Tiffany Shepis, which I'm finally glad to have because I never had a signature of Tiffany Shepis. This other signature, I'm not really sure who it belongs to. But okay, for other soundtracks, I also ordered some more bootleg soundtracks from the website at cdsyouwant.com. So I ordered a bootleg soundtrack of April Fool's Day. Ordered a bootleg soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Bootleg soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Bootleg soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And the bootleg soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. This is a 2-disc CD edition where it's got the songs and the actual score from the movie, but I'm happy now I have all the Elm Street soundtracks in my collection. The only one that's missing from my soundtrack collection is Freddy's Dead. Also, I end up getting this new ring that I end up ordering off of eBay, and that's the Ghostface ring from Scream. So very happy to have that. So basically got all rings from the 4 popular horror icons. So very happy to have that. Okay, 3 DVDs. I bought these DVDs and I watched the documentary series on these because they play on A&E, and these are the DVDs I end up getting. I end up seeing on that show A&E called Biography WWE Legends, where they talk about their lives, their personal lives, and everything. So you got one on Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Booker T on Volume 1. Volume 2 of Biography WWE Legends with Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, and Bret the Hitman Hart. And Volume 3 of WWE Legends Biography, where it has Lex Luger, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Nikki and Brie, the Bella Twins, DX, and The Undertaker. I'm also in the process of watching the fourth one right now on A&E. Okay, now the Blu-rays. I ended up getting this Blu-ray here after I found out that it finally got released, and it sounded interesting after I watched the review on Bloodbath and Beyond. And it is another Christmas movie, and that's Christmas, Bloody Christmas. This was actually very fun to watch, with this girl by the name of Tori. All she wants to do is get drunk and party, but then her plans end up going to shit after a robot Santa goes completely haywire. So this is actually very fun to watch. I highly recommend checking it out. Another Blu-ray I ended up getting, it's an upgrade. I used to have this on VHS, and I got the DVD, and I'm so glad I finally got a Blu-ray release, and that's Dr. Giggles. So very happy to have this now on Blu-ray. This one I saw in theaters, and this was actually a good movie. I actually enjoyed this one, and that's the Blu-ray DVD combo copy of Megan, and this is a unrated edition. So, a robot doll going haywire, and she takes things too far, and she's only assigned to protect the child from harm at all costs. Very fun movie to watch. Another one I ended up getting, and we used to have this movie on tape, but my mom wouldn't let me watch it at the time. And I never seen this movie before until I watched the review on Bloodbath and Beyond, and this was my first time watching it, and I had my girlfriend watch it as well, and that's Skinner. So I thought this movie was actually interesting. I thought this was actually not bad, and that some parts could be a little bit sick. My girlfriend almost threw up on the little skinning part there, but it was very fun to watch. Next I end up getting is finally I decided to get the original since I already have the remake, and that's the original of Assault on Precinct 13. So finally decided to get that to add to my collection now. And last, I already had this movie on Blu-ray, but I decided to get it on Blu-ray again because this one has the English subtitles, and my Blu-ray didn't have the English subtitles, and that's The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is also from a Stephen King movie. He wrote this book under a different name by the name of Richard Bachman. So, The Running Man, had to get it. Alright guys, so that's it for my haul for the month of March. What do you guys think? Did you like any of the stuff I showed off? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for some more videos. Later.